Amanda here from Create Your Future. Guys, I have an exciting video today, okay? This video is for you if you've been trying to manifest anything for a long time. I just saw a comment the other day and they said, I've been at this for 3 years and still no movement. So you know what? This video is for you. This video is for you if things manifest for you rather quickly, but you just want to speed it up, okay? So definitely this video is going to help you. My name's Amanda. For those that are new here, I'm a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner, hypnotherapist, EFT practitioner, as well as a certified life coach. Okay, I've been certified in all those modalities, and I'm here to help you reprogram your subconscious mind. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today, how you can force a breakthrough and get some movement in your reality really quickly when you're absolutely ready to. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but guys, we have a free course, how to identify your blocks to manifest anything fast. Okay, so it's going to help you to be able to build your mental diet, because repetition of your conscious thoughts is what's going to reprogram your subconscious mind. Okay. As well as, guys, we have a Facebook group and it's full of success stories. It's absolutely amazing. So definitely check it out. Link is in the description. And for those of you guys that would like to ask me a question, you can either comment it under the video, and I do answer those questions in my videos, or you can become a member of the channel, and when I do a YouTube live, I will answer your question. You'll get priority. And if you're not a member, you can still join the live, and I will answer your questions when I do a live. So definitely subscribe and make sure you put notifications on so you know when I'm going to be doing a live, because unfortunately, I am not as consistent as every week this day, okay? So definitely helps to turn your notifications on, right? Because I'm kind of it's Saturday afternoon, I'd like to do a live kind of person. So I don't think I would ever change that about me. So anyway, and guys, I have a course, how to create the relationship you love, as well as some affirmation tracks that are on sale. These are going to help you reprogram your subconscious mind, okay? And it's going to help speed it up, because you don't just listen to the affirmation tracks. I say the affirmation and then you repeat it with me, okay? And I also give on some instructions on how you can create some of your own powerful affirmations as well. So it comes with a little instructional video as well as the affirmations, and my course, how to recreate the relationship you love. So this course is going to help you to be able to create a mantra. I have used a mantra to turn around my relationship in like 5 days. I had a client who did it in 2 weeks by creating a mantra. They got their ex back into communication and everything. Okay, so you know, a mantra is like a little bundle of affirmations that you just have at the ready, and they're made from your biggest complaints. Okay, and you're going to learn why that's important in this video today about speeding things up. Okay, so guys, let's dive into it. I've got a little bit of a success story. Oh, yes, one last thing. You know what? People have been asking about coaching. I'm not doing coaching now, but anybody on my team has been trained by me to do coaching the way that I would want it done, okay? So a lot of the coaches on the team are neuro-linguistic programming practitioners, hypnotherapists, life coach. Some of them have a background in psychology, counseling, etc. So if you're doing coaching with anybody on my team, they're going to help you identify your blocks. They're going to give you personalized intentions as well as an action plan. It's going to be the same as coaching with me. Okay, and if you do find that your coaching experience isn't that great, we do send you out a survey so you can let us know how the coaching experience went. And I really do want to hear from you, good or bad, about your coaching experience with us, because I do want to help you change your life. I remember years ago when I first started this, there was so much misinformation out there. And I was like, oh, is it this? Is it that? And I was so confused. I remember at one point I watched this video and they were like, you know why things aren't showing up? Your intention point is wrong. I'm like, what's an intention point? Ah! So, you know, I've dedicated my life to making this easy and fast tracking this for you guys. And I know all my videos help you. I know that I explain this really clearly, right? So that's what I'm dedicated to doing. Same with everybody on the team here. We want you guys to be successful. We want you guys to have the life of your dreams, right? So you can all, manifest it all from just watching our videos, or if you would like any extra help of pointing out your blocks, then we can help you, okay? I would say that's the other thing. If you've been struggling at manifesting something for like 2-3 years or even 6 months, it really shouldn't take that long. So I'm not going to say that you're doing it wrong, but I'm going to say right now, you might be missing something, okay? There might be some story, some belief, something that you're missing, okay? Because your thoughts create your outer reality, okay? And you can change things in your reality within a second, like immediately. As soon as you shift and make a decision, it's going to be that way, it's going to be that way. So if something in your reality has been taking 6 months, 2 years to show up, you're missing a thought. You're definitely missing a thought, okay? You're missing some belief, some, some dominant thought, that may be there. Now, the beautiful thing about our subconscious mind is a hard drive, okay? And when you program it, it will hold that programming for you because you've asked it to. That's what it does, okay? So what may be happening if you've been waiting for a long time to manifest something, you have a program just running on autopilot and you don't even realize it anymore, and it's showing up in your 3D reality because your subconscious mind is doing that for you. That's how come your house is always here, your computer, your car, all of it, because your subconscious mind is basically running that program on autopilot for you, right? So you don't even need to think about it. It's like, things never work out for you in relationships. Don't worry. You've said that to me enough. I've got it. I'll handle this for you. You go on and do whatever else you want throughout your day, right? So your subconscious mind is going to hold your beliefs for you, whether they serve you or not. Your subconscious mind doesn't say, oh, no, you know what? That's contrary to this other thought that you had. No, your subconscious mind doesn't care. It's just going to serve you in whatever you program into it, okay? So here's a little, success story for you, okay? So basically, I was taking this course as my own success story, and I've told this before, but I think it's a really good example, and it was a very profound example for me, okay? So I was taking this course, and they said, take one complaint, okay, that you think is impossible to change, okay? And I said, yeah, and one of them was paid parking. Like, it's so annoying. It just absolutely annoyed me. And so they were like, okay, well, now what I want you to do for the next 2 weeks is stop complaining about it, okay? And every time you think about it, say, I always get free parking, okay? And, anytime you think about it, reaffirm that you always get free parking. And I said, okay, great. So I did that. And, sure enough, friends were complaining about paid parking, and I did not participate in the conversation. In fact, I even just said, I always get free parking, even though I didn't, and we changed the subject and moved on. I would walk down the street, I would see parking meters. And instead of thinking, oh, how am I going to get free parking? The city's not going to take down the parking meters. I was like, no, I don't know how, but I'm going to always get free parking. And then all of a sudden, okay, what started happening is money meter, the meter had time on it, money in it. I'd go into a parking garage and somebody would hand me their parking ticket for a stall number that they just left. One time I was driving to this networking event in this hotel, and I knew this hotel was paid parking, but I was like, no, I always get free parking. Sure enough, I got there, and there was a big, just on a regular piece of paper, right? They had written anyone for this event gets free parking on it and stuck it to the parking meter. And it was like, oh my goodness, right? So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all this free parking. I would find a parking spot on one street over closer to where I needed to go that was free. And then I even got a part-time job where they would pay for my parking on the street. So, it all just kind of fell together, okay? So what I did there is I learned how to force a breakthrough. So how do you force a breakthrough? This is what's actually going to speed up your manifestation if you're stuck. This is what's actually going to speed up if you've had no movement for 2 years, okay? Is you're going to force a breakthrough. How are you going to force a breakthrough? You're going to take the one big complaint about why it's not happening right now, and you are going to change that, okay? So if your one complaint is, oh, look at, what? He's got baggage. She's got baggage, okay? Nope. She's over her baggage, ready for a relationship. What's your one big complaint? Okay, I'm frustrated that it's taking this long. Nope, you're going to change that, and you're going to say, no, it's happening, and it's happening now because so-and-so wants to be with me. They're ready for a relationship, okay? So you're going to find out what your biggest complaint is about why it has not happening, and you're going to change that. Now, maybe it's not your complaint. Maybe they've said back to you that they're just not ready for a relationship, okay? And that's why it's not happening. Well, then you're going to start saying, no, they're ready for a relationship. Okay, maybe it's been because you need to lose 5 pounds first. You don't feel good enough now. You're going to have to say, no, I feel good enough. Okay, so you're going to take your biggest complaint as to why it's not happening right now, and you are going to change it. And you're going to keep repeating that new affirmation. And it may be a couple affirmations, okay? It may be that they're over their baggage and you're good enough. That may be a combination. But you're going to take your 1, 2, top 3 complaints about why it's not happening right now, and you are going to change it. And you are going to stick to those new 3 affirmations. And of course, any other thought that comes in about your situation that's not, that may be different than those 3, you're going to have to catch it and change it and do your mental diet. Okay. This doesn't, negate your mental diet. You still need to do that. Right. Okay. And you're going to do that until you see a change in your reality. Okay. Now, if anybody in your, your friends are talking about your SP, okay, you're going to have to figure out a strategy. Okay. Is your strategy going to be like, well, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like talking about it right now. Can we talk about something else? That may be your strategy. My strategy was always fake it till you make it. So I would personally talk to my friends about how me and my SP are talking again, or, how whoever I'm dating wants to actually be in a relationship, and it's going to happen soon. So I'm that type of person. But if you have too much of a voice in your head that says, oh, this is lying, then that may not be your strategy. Okay. If you do need a personalized strategy, my coaches can definitely help you with that, because acting as if in the 3D is different for everybody, depending on what your situation is and how you want to navigate it. Okay. So the main thing when you're manifesting is you need to make sure that everything you're doing and intending is believable for you. Because if you do something like, okay, you know what, I intend $1 billion is going to come to me tomorrow. And then you're like, oh, well, it's not going to fall in the sky. Oh, I'm not going to buy a lottery ticket. Like if you've got all these like reasons of why it's not going to happen, that's resistance. Okay. So you want to make sure that whatever you're intending is going to be free of resistance. So you may need to scale it back a bit and do, whatever you're intending in steps. And that's fine. Manifesting in steps is just basically SMART goals. Okay. You end up wanting to get married. Okay. Well, let's get in contact first. Okay. Well, okay. Now let's get dating. Okay. So you can, when you're dating, you can either say, oh, this is friends with benefits. This is a situationship and they're just using me. Or you can say we're dating because this is leading into a relationship. Which assumption do you think is going to get you closer to your goal? Obviously the one where, this dating is leading to something, right? So, but I've done many videos on living from the end and your assumptions. But this video right now, we're focusing on forcing a breakthrough. Okay. So everybody's clear for the next 2 weeks. Okay. We're going to find our biggest complaints and we're going to change that into affirmations. Okay. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 of them. And every time we think of our situation, we're going to repeat those affirmations. We're going to stay on our mental diet, in line with, being, having what we want. Okay. And we're going to do this. Okay. Now, if you don't know what your biggest complaint is, it's been 2 years, there's no movement, you're not even sure anymore, you've created your reality. Okay. You want to see what's in your subconscious mind. Just look in your 3D. Your 3D will tell you what's there. Okay. So, but again, if you need some help, definitely, sign up with my coaches. They can definitely help you. A lot of them are having sales right now. It's hard to say what your particular block is without actually talking to you, because we need to get in your head and figure out what thoughts you had to create the reality that you're seeing right now, because your reality is created of your thoughts. Okay. So, but you could even say to your subconscious mind, like, I intend to see exactly why I don't have what I want. And your subconscious mind will comply. It will illuminate that for you. Okay. Because your subconscious mind is there to serve you, and it's going to show you what you want to see. Okay. So the other thing though I want to touch on is, don't assume you have blocks. Okay. If it hasn't happened for 6 months, 2 years, there is probably something blocking you. And remember, a block's not a big bad thing. A block is as simple as, I want to be in a relationship with Jerry. Okay. And then all of a sudden you think, oh, but Jerry has baggage and he's not ready. That's a block. But then you say, no, Jerry's over his baggage. He's ready for a relationship. Yeah, you've just unblocked yourself. Okay. So a block, it's that easy to remove it. Okay. You just need to identify it, acknowledge it, accept it, and change it. That's it, right? If you push, and deny it and ignore it, you're just giving it more power, because you're not actually changing the story. Your subconscious mind just needs you to go, nope, Jerry having blocks doesn't work for me. I intend Jerry's over those blocks, and that's it. Okay. So everybody's like a Post-it. They have a bunch of Post-it notes that you've stuck to them. You just need to change enough of those Post-it notes to shift your story. Okay. And that's how you force a breakthrough. And that's how you start getting results in your reality. Okay. So when you start forcing your own breakthroughs by taking your complaints and changing them, that's when you really start to see movement in your reality. Okay. So anyways, guys, I intend that this video has helped you. If you have any questions, video ideas, pop them in the comments below. And remember, we're rooting for you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.